All right, here we go with my first lap of qualifying in my first dirt mod race. This is at Volusia. I've already missed what was it, Eldora, the first day? It was just too slow. Well, okay, so the car is loose and I spun it on my first qualifying lap. I'm actually using the wrong setup. Somehow I thought I had clicked on the Volusia setup. I was just going to run the race setup, and it was on the baseline, which it was all right driving the baseline setup, but probably it was not as set up right. I think I had something like an 18.2 and qualified 10th out of 16 drivers. There were like 110, 120 people registered for this race. It's amazing. Well, there's the scoreboard. 86, 48, 74, 71, 17. None of those are me. I suppose it's not the scoreboard, it's a scoring pylon. Although it's not much of a pylon, it's more like a scoreboard. There I am, car number 3, 10th on the grid. I guess not everybody took the grid. Looks like there's 14 cars lined up. I have not raced a lot of dirt. I have done a little dirt racing in the street stock. I have practiced some in the Legends car, and that's about it. Oh, I have practiced a little bit in the wing sprints and the wingless sprints. I've practiced with that car quite a bit, but never raced it. So this is my first, apart from the street stock, which I have raced a few times. This dirt mod race is my first race on dirt. Other than, as I say, the street stock, which is a lot of fun. But I've been looking forward to this car, so this should be a fun race. And I must tell you that when I started, I was quite nervous. All right. Everybody gets watered up in turn 1. Nice. And I'm carrying the 71 car around. That's great. Terrific. And I think I'm in 4th position here. From 10th to 4th on the first lap because everybody crashed. Let's have another look at that start out of the other eye. Crashing, everybody crashing, and I get right through. Nice. So I'm in 5th, and the 71 goes upside down, and I carry the 71 around 3 and 4. Well, that's what you have to do to race fast. This guy coming out of the pits right here sort of messed me up, and I ended up getting too high and losing a position. Just bad driving on my part. Here, I'll show you that from cockpit. There's the car coming out of the pits, and I was in bad shape before that anyway, and I was having trouble getting back into the throttle, so I let that 00 car just sort of go past me. I didn't find this car so much difficult to drive as it was taxing. Right here at the start-finish line, the track has quite a bump right past the start-finish line. It's quite a bump, and when you go over there, it throws the car around a bit, and it can throw the car into a spin. So you have to go over that past the start-finish line, sort of with off the accelerator a little bit. At least I found that to be helpful. That yellow car, the 00, is it? He's 1 position. He's in 4th position. And I think the 74 car is the car that is the leader.
Sorry, too.
Oh, and there we have some wrecking. See that bouncing that I mentioned before when you come past the start-finish line. This track was really completely slicked off when the race started. iRacing has decided that they want to be a little bit more realistic with the track conditions at the start of the race, which I highly approve of, but it's very difficult. At least more difficult. It's nice to race on a nice clean track. Oh, and here's... Let's get up into the wall a couple laps in a row here. There, get up into the wall again. And that car behind me there, that 20, I believe that's for position. about here, I started to see that group of cars coming back to me. I thought maybe I had a chance to get my position back from that 00 yellow car. Well, I'm not going to get any positions back that way. In fact, I lost a position. And car number 20 was for position. I think this car 15 is a lapped car. So at that point, I was 6th. I almost get past the 15 car, but not quite. And right behind me, that 74 car is the leader. He's going to lap me. So, although I'm in 6th position, I'm going to be a lap down. The 74 car makes a really nice move there to pass me on the low side. I was impressed with that. His driving on the low line. You can see him hug the inside wall here. Really nice. Didn't want to hit the tire barrier there. I was running laps right around 18 seconds. I had quite a few 17.9s, which was almost competitive. But as you see, I wasn't able to stay on the lead lap, although I was able to hold my position with respect to the other cars pretty much.
I'm out of gas. I'm out of gas.
Well, as it turns out, the 00, who got the position from me early in the race, had to give it back right at the end because he was out of gas. And there he's pulling over to the hub rail. So I get fifth position. But my spotter has been telling me all along here that I've got to pit and pit this time, and I've still got 3 or 4 laps left. So when he said he was out of fuel, I thought, well, I'm next. We had just been talking about people, oh, there's somebody who went over the fence. I hadn't seen that before. You got to check that out. Up into the wall, and over he goes. Well, and as I said, we had been talking about people who take the approach of coming to the grid and asking, how much fuel should I have for this race? Well, I took a different approach. I came to the grid and didn't even think about it, didn't ask. Just ran my fuel tank dry. Turns out that the Volusia setup, the iRacing setup for Volusia, has 9 gallons of fuel, which is apparently enough to get you to lap 39. At least that's my theory. But it was a really fun race and a great first experience in the dirt mods. I finished 5th, and the number 74 car won the race. There's the fireworks.